physiographical division or relief of India, we have missed one portion. I have mentioned that when we take drainage system, that is the coastal plains and islands. When we say about the physiography, this is the least important, but regarding the examination, but this is one of the important physiographical division of India, the coastal plains, islands. Along with that, we have the desert regions also that we have studied when we studied about the northern plains. So the remaining portion is coastal plains and the islands. So we have a peninsular India, which is being surrounded by 2 seas and 1 ocean. On the left side or on the western side, it is Arabian Sea. On the eastern side, it is Bay of Bengal. And in the southern part, we are saying it as Indian Ocean. So we have a great stretch of coastal area. And in between the coastal, in between the sea and this Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats region, we have an extensive plain area. As it is coastal, we will say it as coastal plain region. So when we say about a coastal plain, it is a flat, low-lying area of land which is adjacent to the coast, sea coast or ocean part का जो ocean sea, तो वो part है. अभी एक तरफ साइड में होगा sea होगा, दूसरे साइड में land होगा. It is the connecting region, plain region होगा. यहाँ ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा you can see the deposition. Deposition feature either by sea or the rivers, streams. ये सब deposit करके there will be a plain land. That is called the coastal plain. So India is surrounded by sea that we know on 3 sides में है. And based on that, we have a coastal area of 7,516 kilometers. So we total, when we take the coastal area, we have a coastal area of 7,516 kilometers, out of which 6,100 kilometers is in mainland. That means अभी इंडिया का coastal area हो गया है. तो ये coastal area में ये this is the coastal area. तो इसमें जो plain आएगा, that is the coastal plain that covers almost 6,100 kilometers. So where is the remaining? It is the coastal area of the islands. We have 2 islands, main islands here. One is Lakshadweep and another one is Andaman and Nicobar. So ये दोनों islands है, उसका भी अपना coastal area होगा. So almost 1,500 kilometers of coastal stretch is for these islands. For the mainland, it is about 6,100 kilometers. The coastal area is extending up to 13 states and union territories. So if you take from here, we have Gujarat, we have Damandu here, then we have Maharashtra, then we have Goa, then we have Karnataka, we have Kerala, we have Tamil Nadu, between that we have Pondicherry, then we have Andhra Pradesh, we have Odisha, and we have West Bengal. तो उतना सा हमारे लिए coastal stretch है. So that covers almost within 13 states and union territories. And when we say about the coastal plains, we don't usually consider the islands को अलग कर रहे हैं. The coastal area or coastal plains is not considered for these 2 islands. We are considering the coastal plain only for this mainland region. So based on that, we have 2 coastal sides. One is on the western side and one is on the eastern side. Those which is in the western side, we will say it as western coastal plain, and on the eastern side, we will say it as eastern coastal plain. So we have 2 important coastal plains in India, that is eastern coastal plain and the western coastal plain. Other than this, we have in mainland we have the northern plains. Let's see each of these in detail. First one is eastern coastal plain. So it lies between Eastern Ghats and Bay of Bengal. एक साइड में हो गया ईस्टर्न घाट्स हो गया, ऐसा स्प्लिटेड ऐसा एक हो गया, इसी साइड में हो गया, दैट इज एक्चुअली द ईस्टर्न घाट्स। देन दूसरे साइड में हो गया हमारा बे ऑफ बंगाल सी। इन दोनों के बीच में लाइज दिस ईस्टर्न कोस्टल प्लेन। व्हेन इट से अबाउट इट्स एक्सटेंशन, इट इज फ्रॉम वेस्ट बंगाल, दैट इज फ्रॉम द गंगा प्लेन, गंगा डेल्टा, almost near that Sundarban Delta, to the Kanyakumari, Cape Kanyakumari tak we have its extension. इसका extension ऐसा है, length तो ऐसा है, from Ganga Delta to Kanyakumari तक है इसका extension. And the main rivers, when we say about the drainage system, we said we have multiple rivers. The important rivers which east flowing rivers which comes under the eastern coastal plains are the Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and the Kaveri. In the top we have Mahanadi, then we have Godavari, then we have Krishna and then we have Kaveri. So that are these are the rivers which is contributing to this coastal plain. वो deposition ये देता है। So major deltas is being created by these four rivers, and the average width of this coastal plain is 120 kilometer. Actually इसका origin ऐसा है, एक साइड में I said there is western घाट था, तो बीच में rivers है, तो ये rivers क्या करेगा, यहाँ से there is almost a vertical, तो पहले तो ऐसा था सी, यहाँ बे ऑफ बंगाल सी यहाँ था, तो बाद में क्या हो गया, यहाँ बहुत हाइट है, तो यहाँ से डिपोजिशन करना शुरू किया ये सब रिवर्स ना, तो इसी एरिया पे वो डिपोजिशन होकर दिस क्रिएटेड ए डिपोजिशनल प्लेन बन गया है इस एरिया पे, एंड सी स्टार्टेड रिट्रीव, वो रिट्रीव करके थोड़ा पीछे गया है इसी एरिया पे। So this is actually a deposition by the rivers and also from the seaside in between the Western Ghats and the Bay of Bengal. Then we have the Eastern Coastal Plain. So this Eastern Coastal Plain is divided into mainly three subplanes or smaller plains. One is Utkal Plain, then Andhra Plain and the Tamil Nadu plain or the Coromandel plain. Tamil Nadu plain or the Coromandel plain. So these three are the important plains in the eastern coastal plains. The Utkal plain is actually in Odisha or the पहले ओडिशा था, अभी ओडिशा हो गया. So Utkal plain, the upper part of West Bengal, from there to this Odisha, we have the Utkal plain, and this plain is mainly contributed by the Mahanadi Delta. तो महानदी डेल्टा ने ये जो बनाया है हमारा उत्कल प्लेन, and the most important physical feature is the Chilka Lake. As these are the depositions of the rivers, ये तो ऐसा है, very near to the coastal area there will be salinity. So other than that, these are on alluvium deposition. So this area is good for agriculture purpose. Very good for agriculture. Then after this Utkal plain, we have the Andhra plain. So from the name itself, we can understand this is in the Andhra Pradesh, state of Andhra Pradesh. We have the Andhra plain. So it lies south to the Utkal plain, hai, extend up to Pulicat Lake. Pulicat Lake tak iska extension hai. And iska some of the significant feature bolne se, always there will be delta. So here the delta is being created by After Mahanadi, we have Godavari and Krishna. So here the Andhra plain is being contributed by the deposition by Godavari and Krishna. So Godavari, we know that the longest river in the South India. After that, we have Krishna River. Krishna River is the second largest river in the peninsular India. So these two rivers contribute the Andhra plain. So that much of relevant, that much of extensive is the area. Along with that, that much of fertile this area is, and there are a lot of deposition, mineral deposition also we can find in this Andhra plain region. Other than that, we have two important ports here. One is Visakhapatnam, then Machilipatnam. ये जगह पे this plain area पे है. So this area contribute too much to the economy of India. So export import करने के लिए we have the ports. Then it is a vast area of fertile land. So that contributes to agriculture also. Then we have the mineral deposits here. So then there also we can earn too much of lot of economy. So this Andhra plain is very much relevant when we consider the economy of India. After this Andhra plain, we have the Tamil Nadu plain or the Coromandel plain. It stretches of 6,675 kilometers from Pulicat Lake to Kanyakumari. Cape Kanyakumari tak iska extension hai. The entire plain is in the coast of Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu, the southernmost state of India is the Tamil Nadu. So Tamil Nadu tak iska extension hai. This is in eastern side, southeastern side. Actually, when we take Tamil Nadu or the southern, it is extend up to the southern tip of India. So there we have the this Tamil Nadu plain, or we can say it as Coromandel coast. Its average width is almost 100 kilometers. And here the river which produces, which is contributing to this Tamil Nadu plain is the Kaveri river. So all these rivers came. तो फास्ट हो गया महानदी के डेल्टा से हो गया है उत्कल, देन उसके नीचे आ गया है आंध्रा प्लेन को देर कंट्रीब्यूट कर रहे हैं गोदावरी एंड कृष्णा, देन फाइनली द तमिलनाडु प्लेन को कंट्रीब्यूट कर रहे हैं दिस कावेरी डेल्टा, एंड इट हैज ऑलमोस्ट एक्सटेंस ऑफ 130 किलोमीटर. दिस कावेरी डेल्टा को ऑलमोस्ट इसका विड्थ है 130 किलोमीटर तक इसका रेंज है. The fertile soil and large-scale irrigation facilities have made this Kaveri Delta the granary of India. Also, 𝗘𝗶𝗆 cultivation that is very much suitable for agriculture. So that is why it is known as the granary of India, बोलता है इसी region को. And the main thing is when we consider the climate here, as this is a coastal plain, and on one side there is Eastern Ghats hai. So this is the area which is much prone to cyclones. Bay of Bengal mein, when there is cyclone, it is mostly been affected in this eastern coastal plain region mein. Whether it is Andhra Pradesh, whether it is West Bengal, whether it is Tamil Nadu, all these region is vulnerable for cyclonic activities. And that always create problems for this state or this eastern coastal plain region. So that's about the eastern coastal plain. After this eastern coastal plain, on the opposite side, we have the western coastal plain region. Western coastal plain, the western side hai, isme it starts from, if we take from southern tip, we have Kerala here, we have Karnataka here, we have Maharashtra here, we have Gujarat here. So it stretches from Kerala to Gujarat. Kerala, Karnataka, Goa, Maharashtra, and Gujarat. So it stretches from Kerala coast to Gujarat coast. And the widest coast, we can say it as Bombay coast. Bombay coast mein kya hai? We have the Bombay High. So this area has a high deposition of petroleum. Petroleum ka deposition इसी area पे है. And this Kerala and Karnataka coast has deposition of energy minerals hai, that is monazite. Monazite deposition is widely seen in this Kerala and this Karnataka coast में उसका भी deposition है. So western coastal plain is also very much important for India. When compared to the eastern side, the western side has a narrow coastal plain. इसी area पे narrow coastal side है. क्योंकि we know that the Sahyadri or the Western Ghats is continuous है. It is like just like a cliff है. Cliff जैसा इसका formation है. तो इसका ऐसा upliftment हुआ है. When we discussed about the peninsular plateau, we discussed that the peninsular area has crossed over a volcanic hotspot. इसके ऊपर से आ गया है. So there was a bend and this Western Ghats was formed here. So this is a cliff-like formation. Cliff-like formation means vertical. ऐसा एक तो land होगा, which is being suddenly falls. ऐसा directly fall होगा. तो ऐसा एक formation था actually this Western Ghats area. तो इधर भी ऐसा हो गया. इसके सामने यहाँ sea था bottom area में. तो इस इधर भी we have the deposition from many rivers. West flowing rivers, when we studied, we mentioned about Narmada, Tapti, we have Netravati there, we have Periyar there, we have 𝗲𝗶𝗆𝗆 there, we have multiple west flowing rivers also. But they are of short length. ऐसा multiple rivers है. So they also contribute for the deposition. So यहाँ पूरा deposition हो गया है and they are form a coastal plain region. But इसका length है comparatively lesser. The average width of this area is 25 to 50 kilometers. That means almost half of the eastern coastal plain का उतना broader नहीं है, बहुत कम है. And the total length is 1,500 kilometers from Gujarat to Kerala. इसका length 1,500 kilometers है. And one of the peculiarity of this region is there exist multiple lagoons and backwaters, or we will say it as कायल्स. तो ऐसा है coastal area का, तो इसके अंदर sea का extension होगा. ऐसा extension. तो ये sea है, तो यहाँ पानी घुस के यहाँ इसके अंदर पानी होगा. यहाँ sea rivers आएगा. Rivers will flow up to these कायल्स or this lagoon area तक इसका तो आएगा. So कायल्स means actually lakes. So multiple lake है इसी area पे और भी lagoons है इसी area पे. That is a peculiarity of the western coastal plain area. So it consists of Kutch and Kathiawar plain or Kutch or Kathiawar region we can say. Then the Gujarat plain. Then the Konkan plain, then the Karnataka plain, then Kerala plain or the Malabar plain. Actually, when we divide this western coastal plain, we can say there is two plain. One is Konkan plain and another one is Malabar plain. But when we again subdivide this area, we can say that there is Kutch and Kathiawar plain, there is Gujarat plain, there is Konkan plain, there is Karnataka plain, there is Kerala plain area. Kutch, Kathiawar, Gujarat, all these three in Gujarat state. Then the Konkan area comes in Maharashtra and some portions of Goa. Then the Karnataka plain from Goa to Goa and Karnataka, and the Malabar coast or Kerala plain is in Kerala state. It is being distributed based on the states. So first and the priormost coastal plain or the northernmost coastal plain is the Kutch and the Kathiawar plain area. So if you look, you can see गुजरात एरिया में ऐसा एक शेप होगा, इसी एरिया पे ऐसा एक शेप होगा. दिस एरिया we can say it is actually at this place we will say it as Kutch and Kathiawar plain region. Usually it is a peninsula. Kutch peninsula है. Peninsula means यहाँ अभी देखो ये तीनों साइड में you can expect, you can see the land, sea है. तो three side is covered by water body, so we can say it as peninsula. So this peninsula here it is considered as island because इसके अंदर जो पेनिनसुला है इसके अंदर बहुत कुछ lagoons and island lagoons है. Sorry, lagoons means area which is being covered by water. यहाँ पूरा water body है, इसी area के अंदर छोटा छोटा lakes है. So this area is usually considered as an island like जैसा structure है, this Kutch and Kathiawar peninsula. But this is actually a badland topography जैसा है. The greater Rann of Kutch region is seen at this Kutch and Kathiawar plain region में है, which is being mostly soaked with salt. So that area, even though it is flat, it is not suitable for cultivation or agriculture. Agriculture के लिए ये region उतना अच्छा नहीं है. The greater Rann of Kutch exists at this place. And another most important feature is the Gir forest range. The only place in India where you can see lion. So lion इसी area पे है. This Gir forest range is in this Kutch and Kathiawar plain region में है. Then to the east of this Kathiawar, तो इसका है, तो इसी region में you can see the Gujarat plain. Lies east and southeast of east and southeast of this Kutch and Kathiawar plain का area पे we can see the Gujarat plain. Its slopes towards west. ऐसा है इसका slope, ऐसा इसी area का slope यहाँ से ऐसा है. This Gujarat plain is being created by Narmada, Tapti, Mahi and Sabarmati rivers. We know that the Sabarmati ashram, which is in Gujarat, where the Gandhiji started his ashram, and through independence work mostly done at this ashram. So उसके सामने एक river है, that is the Sabarmati river, which is in Gujarat. तो ऐसा है, ये नर्मदा, ताप्ती, माही and this Sabarmati river ने बनाया है this Gujarat plain area. After this Gujarat plain, we have the Konkan plain. So if you heard of railways, you may have heard of Konkan railways, which is being created and which has multiple क्या बोलेगा name multiple cave है ना, caves के अंदर से ये जो बनाया है. तो this railway line is crossing multiple caves को क्रॉस करके ये Konkan railway जा रहा है. So इसी area that is actually in the western side we have the Konkan plain. It extends from Gujarat plain to Goa. Between that we have Dam and Dew. तो इतना सा area है Konkan plain. From Gujarat plain to Goa तक इसका Konkan plain बोलता है. It has a length of यहाँ इसका width थोड़ा ज्यादा है, that is from 50 to 80 किलोमीटर तक इसी एरिया में इसका width है. तो गुजरात to गोवा बोलने से we have the Maharashtra region or the Bombay High region is also in this Konkan plain region में. इसी Konkan area में है Bombay High region. After this Konkan area, we have the Karnataka coastal plain. तो महाराष्ट्र हो गया, महाराष्ट्र एरिया हो गया, उसके बाद में गोवा हो गया, and we have the Karnataka here. तो कर्नाटका एरिया में है we have the Karnataka coastal plain is extend from Goa to the border state, that is border district, that is Mangalore, border state of Karnataka, that is Mangalore, उधर तक इसका extension है. It is a narrow plain with average, यहाँ तो कम है 30 to 50 किलोमीटर है इसका maximum, and इसका maximum आएगा 70 किलोमीटर in Mangalore. We have the Mangalore port at this area. Important Mangalore port है इसी area पे. And finally, the southernmost coastal plain, that is the Kerala plain or the Malabar plain. It extends from Malabar region of Kerala or south of Mangalore to Kanyakumari, where the eastern plains end होता है, उधर से we have the Kerala plain. यहाँ का important feature है, I said in the Western Ghats we have multiple cayoles or backwaters and the lagoons. One of the important among them is the Vembanad Lake, which is the one of the biggest lake in India. That is Vembanad Lake, lies in this Kerala plain region. So this is about the western coastal plains of India. So it consists of Ǩᴏ-Kathiawar plain, Gujarat plain, Konkan plain, Karnataka plain, and the Kerala plain region. So if you look, you can see Rann of Kutch. This is the Rann of Kutch region ये है. इसके बाद you can see the Kathiawar region यहाँ है. Gulf of Khambat बोलेगा. This is ये जो this is actually Gulf of Khambat है. तो इसी एरिया हो गया. Then the Konkan coast, I said from यहाँ से almost to the Maharashtra tak, you can see the Konkan coastal line. Then the उधर से we will say it as Malabar coast, but we divide it again. We can see Kutch and Kathiawar plain. Then we have the Gujarat plain here. Then we have Karnataka. We have after Gujarat plain we have the Konkan plain here. यहाँ से यहाँ तक. Then we have Karnataka plain here. Then we have the Malabar plain here. Here, when we look in the Odisha region, we have Utkal coast or Utkal plain. Then we have the Andhra plain here. Then we have the Coromandel or the Tamil Nadu plain here. Now let's see what are the important ports. In the western side, we have the Kandla port. Then the Mumbai port here. Then after that, we have Jawaharlal Nehru port in Maharashtra. Then Marmagaon, New Mangalore port, and the Cochin port. These are the important port in the western coastal areas of coastal plains of India. Kandla port in Gujarat, Mumbai and Jawaharlal Nehru port in Maharashtra, Marmagaon in Goa, New Mangalore in Karnataka, and Cochin port in New Mangalore port. Then in the eastern coastal plain, from south to north, we have Tuticorin port in Tamil Nadu, Tuticorin, Chennai, and Ennur port in Tamil Nadu. इसमें ये तीनों बहुत important है. Then we have Visakhapatnam in Andhra Pradesh, Paradeep in Odisha, then Kolkata and Haldia in West Bengal. These are the important ports in the coastal plains of eastern coastal plains of India. ये सब नाम याद रखना है. ये पूछ सकता है which is the northernmost port of the western coastal plain area. वो पूछ सकता है, ऐसा पूछ सकता है. Then the importance of this eastern and the western coastal plain. हमारे एक eastern and western coastal plains का importance क्या है? So the coastal plains in India are mostly covered by one is fertile soil. I said, as these are the deposition of river deposit है, so it contains alluvium. Alluvium means the soil is fertile. Soil fertile होने से that area will be suitable for cultivation or agriculture. So the coastal plains of India is fertile, has so fertile soil and is very much suitable for cultivation. Rice is the major crop that is being cultivated. अभी ये पूरा region लेने से भी you can see, because you can see lot of marshy areas. So rice grows at these areas. So rice is the most important crops that is being cultivated in these regions. After Punjab and Haryana, we have the Andhra Pradesh. When we study about the 5-year plans of India or about the Green Revolution, we will heard this name Andhra Pradesh. Andhra Pradesh has rice cultivation. Then we have biggest and small pot area here. So यहाँ we have transportation and trade के लिए these coastal plains will support. And we have mineral deposits and oil deposits. बॉम्बे हाई हम बोल दिया है. बॉम्बे हाई हम बोल दिया है. Oil deposit है, India's biggest oil deposit in Bombay High है. So that is in that is in western coastal plain में है. Then we have monazite deposit, that is energy mineral है, rare earth mineral है, that is being found in Kerala and Karnataka coast. And when we come to the eastern coast, we have abhi iron or bauxite, or you can see it is being deposited in the coastal plain. Andhra Pradesh mein, Odisha mein, you can see depositions. So this mineral and oil deposit is widely distributed in this coastal plain area. Then it is contributing to economy, life of the people, life of the people के लिए भी useful है. Fishing, you can have the fishing harvest at this coastal plain area. Sorry. Then we have marine products. इसी area में we can have multiple marine products also you will get from this coastal plain area, and this area is also potential for tourism. Back kayak से lagoons से, these can be used for boatings and recreational purpose के लिए इस area को use कर सकता है. So these are the importance of the coastal plains. Then after this coastal plain, we have two more areas, that is the islands of India. So one island is Bay of Bengal, one island is Andaman and Nicobar, and another one is Lakshadweep Islands. When we take the important islands, we have almost 247 important islands in India, out of which almost 3/4 is in Bay of Bengal area. Bay of Bengal mein hai. I said there is two islands hai, but their origin is different. Andaman and Nicobar Island is volcanic origin है. ऐसा land sea retreat होकर वो area पे uplift होके वो बैठा है Andaman. But this Lakshadweep Island on the opposite side is formed by the corals. Coral deposition से ये island बनाया है this Andaman. Actually their layouts होगा वो upper वो sea से ऐसा sea होगा, नीचे से ऐसा mountain आया होगा, flat top mountains. Actually these are layouts बोलता है. तो यहाँ क्या होगा, इसमें coral reef depositions होगा इसीलिए, तो इसका extension बहुत ज्यादा ऐसे आ जाएगा. So that is Lakshadweep is formed by coral reefs, and the Andaman and Nicobar is formed by the volcanic processes. दोनों का origin different. So first and important one, biggest one is the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. So Andaman and Nicobar Island के अंदर almost 572 small islands है इसके अंदर, which is the major island groups in Bay of Bengal region में. इतना almost 572 बोलने में कोई उतना ज्यादा नहीं होगा, कुछ तो बहुत छोटा होगा. Just like a point you can see when you look through the satellite imagery, just like a point, that much of smaller is the size. Consists of hard rocks and the volcanic rock. I said this is a volcanic origin है इसका, these islands का. So volcanic rock or hard rock होगा mostly. The igneous and the metamorphic rocks is being common in this island area, and it is being divided into four. One is North Andaman, Middle Andaman, South and Little Andaman area है. The one of the point you have to note is the Barren Island, which is the only volcanic island in India. This Barren Island that is being located in the Andaman and Nicobar Island group, and almost 90% of the Andaman and Nicobar Island is covered by dense forest, and we have very protective tribal group at these areas, Andaman and Nicobar area. You can see the Andaman and Nicobar group islands here, and you can see the capital Port Blair. This place, you can see the Port Blair, and it is also being considered this is part of the Eastern Himalaya के extension यहाँ से आ रहा है. So it is a stretch. ऐसा इसका stretch है. Yeah, this Andaman and Nicobar Island group. After Andaman and Nicobar, we have the Lakshadweep Island in Arabian Sea, which covers almost 32 square kilometer area में ये covered है. Lies 200 to 300 kilometer away from the Kerala coast से उतना दूर ये है, and which consists actually of Lakshadweep Islands बोलने से it is a group of 36 coral islands. पहले वाला जो बोल दिया है Andaman and Nicobar, it consists of 572 small islands है, but this is much smaller. This consists of only 36 coral islands है, and the biggest one is Minicoy Island, which is of 4.5 to 4.8 square kilometer width होगा, area होगा. This Minicoy Island का average elevation is only 5 meters above mean sea level है, and its capital is the 𝗂𝗶𝗇. is the 𝗂𝗶𝗇 is the capital of this Lakshadweep Island. So these are the last physiographical features of India. Sorry, between that I have cough. Sorry for the inconvenience. इसमें कुछ doubt है इसी एरिया पे? Okay. Okay, we can stop for the day.